Welcome everyone. And today is the our I think eighth class or seventh class. Now I am missing the time because almost for a week I am taking this class. Now there might be people who are attending this class for the whole almost for a whole week so those people who are attending this class from the first class, like from the idea the class, or those who have seen the videos, for them this would be, I would say, last class. In a sense, they can come for other class, but last class in the sense that, as I have told many times, that how much we read, how much we watch, how much we learn from experiences and from books, it's good, and it's more important that we spend time on writing. And writing is our main task. That's why we are doing these classes, that's why we are taking out time. And if you have not watched, then you can go and watch those classes and try to come up with the at least a 2-page synopsis in a week. Meanwhile, you can come and you can attend class, but it is for you to start writing now. This is the last class, I would say, and the three things I want to do in this class. Now first I will come to directly, I will jump to, okay, first let us discuss what Mr. Gopi said about the I sent you a message having some various kinds of structures. I saw the video there, I saw some other textbooks, and I saw the examples that they have given about the various structures. So again, I would say that don't get so much trap into all those things. To Mr. Gopi also, the fabula simply means the, see, when we are not so much aware of the language and terminologies, and like in India also, when you go to the Indian texts, you find so many things which even we can't understand. Like if our tongue is Tamilian, maybe you go to the old Tamil literature, you can read some Tamil, or you can read some Malayalam texts. So maybe because one these what happens that some many times, particularly in the America and in the Europe, they make movies from literature, from the novels, and in novels there are immense opportunity to create the narration. This I have already said. So when you are using that narration, now what happens that someone who is already into the films, and they use such narrations, and somebody who is already into the kind of film journalism, or who is already into the writing aspect of the film, so they use such a narrations, and they give some term, and after, but it is not something that comes to their mind before watching those movies. So what I mean to say, you have to understand one thing, and I will go some philosophical, like philosophical, not in sense of my own philosophy, but philosophical in sense of what the philosophers have said. If you go to the books of Bernard Russell, he was a philosopher, and there are some very good books written by him. So there is something called concepts, and then the terms. The concepts which are perceived by us, then we give them labeling through our definitions or through our words. So first thing, you understand that to label something, like the film journalists or film writers, when they give label to a structure, the structure is a concept which is already there. Now that concept doesn't come out of vacuum. That comes with so many interaction with so many worlds of writings, like poems, novels, comics, and you can come up with various structures, like circular structure, or one act structure, or fabular structure, or parallel structure, only when you do writing and when you watch. And it's not that you watch only one or two things. If something is appealing and you are working in a TV or in a theater or in a movie or for a web series, if something is appealing, that thing is repeated by the producers. They ask you to write something into that. So today we have some new students, and they are also from outside India also. So Matthias, Matthias, I mean, whose voice is coming? Hi, how are you? Where are you from?
Actually, I stay in UAE, Fujairah precisely.
Pardon?
I'm working there. I stay in UAE, Fujairah precisely. I'm working there. I'm from Nigeria.
Okay, you are in, right now you are in UAE.
Yes,
Okay, okay.
I'm working there.
Welcome,
So I'm
welcome,
from
welcome.
Nigeria.
Okay, yeah, I know you are
Thank
from
you so much.
Nigeria. Yeah, you please mute your mic because someone has sent me this thing that some noise is coming. Okay, okay. So Rabin Ahmed, are you there? Can you hear me?
Hello, sir.
Hi, how
How
are
are you?
you? I'm fine. Where are you from?
Well, I'm from Bangladesh, Dhaka.
Oh,
I have been joining your class since the day before yesterday. I have been silent. I haven't been responding much.
okay,
Been
okay.
just listening to you.
Actually, yesterday I didn't saw the list because day before yesterday there was some internet problem, connectivity problem. So I didn't want to lose the time yesterday. So that's why I couldn't see the list of all the people who attended yesterday. So thank you very much for coming to the class. Welcome
Thank
to
you
the
as well
class.
for doing. I'm enjoying your sessions very much. Thank you very much for
Thank you.
conducting these sessions.
Thank you. Thank you. So Samir Shresht is there. Mr. Samir, could you introduce yourself? This is your first class.
I'm from Nepal. I have joined this class today.
Okay, today you attended. Where are you from?
I'm from Nepal.
You are from Nepal. Yeah, I saw your number, I think. You contacted me on WhatsApp. Welcome to the class. What are you doing in Nepal?
No, I'm just a student and
Okay, you
I'm
are a student.
studying.
Okay, welcome to the class. And Siddharth was already there, and Chaityu Creations. I think you are present. Chaityu Creations is the name which is reflecting on my screen. Are you okay? So I will begin. So now this thing was discussed like one of our very keen friend Gopi was interested in knowing more about the structures. He sent me a list of 10 structures. They were labeled. So as I said also, so but I will discuss this. I went through it. I knew some of them. Actually, I knew all of them, but see, labeling is one thing, giving definition, but don't trap as a writer into the definitions. Go and write. Watch, read, write. What at least your spending should be at least 20. If you spend even 25% of that time in writing, that is a very great thing you are doing. I mean, that is the best you could do. Even if you are you calculate your monthly writing, and even if you are able to write 5 pages a day, that's a very high numbers actually you are writing for a quality writing, not for something like setups of TV or daily soaps, but a quality writing you are writing. So he sent me a list of 10 structures of making a movie, and I went through it. I saw some videos also. I also sent you link of that video. You must have seen this. Now, few things I will explain, like something called as one act structure. This concept came from the theater, and we know that earlier the movies had begun with theaters and people who were into theater. I mean, movie is a collaboration of so many arts. So writing for a theater was one art, and sometimes what happened at that time, the directors used to watch. They used to go to theater, and if they liked some script, they came to their producer, and they produced a movie, like they used to produce. So two examples I would like to give is about, one is about Rope, which is one of my very very favorite movie, and Rear Window. Rear Window is again one more such movie, and another movie is uh, 12 Angry Men. and a Hindi movie was made, adapted that 12 Angry Men into a Hindi movie. The name of the movie was Ek Ruka Hua Faisla. Almost same, yeah. Siddharth has seen this movie, Rear Window, okay, he has seen, and Rope. Rope is also. See, what happens in such movies? Now, if we say in the present time, it's very difficult to find such acts or such structures in present time, because now the films have been become such a complicated things. Like it's not only structure, just giving one structure, but I think Ram Gopal Verma has done in this kind of style. He tried to make in such a style, but we can't say that any of a particular film is into the such style. I made some my student projects in such style when I was in film school, and actually that's one narration of one particular act came from French writings, and it came to me not through the source of cinema that I made one project into a single act. It came to me through French novel. I read a French novel and it was just talking between the two characters, and I liked that idea. And even if today also, if you watch Molière's play or if you watch some old French movie, they talk a lot. They talk a lot, and the whole situation remains one situation. So one act is like there is a one particular situation is there. So as we see in the Rope, that a person wants to kill someone and he is in his house, and two or three people comes and then story moves. But you understand this thing, that such structures were created at the time of theater. So and they were created for the sake of lackingness of the theater, that they couldn't show so much on the theater. And they also dealt with the psychology of the audiences, because in theater the audience is sitting right in front of the actor, and the reaction of the audience and reaction of that audience was different from today's audience are they have changed a lot. So you can't expect the same emotions from today's audience. Even today, as a child we used to watch Charles Chaplin and we used to laugh a lot, but today if you show Charles Chaplin to some kid, he will watch it with this kind of face, a sad face, because even a 5 or 6 year child is exposed so much to the visual world. So we can't imitate directly, but yeah, that you can keep in mind that that thing is there. And the story is like when you are constructing story on one single act. So but within that story there is some drama, and there is an element of problem and movement. So the movement should be upward, a movement of the tension. So tension should be built slowly, 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 slowly. Recently I saw a movie, it has come on Netflix, and it is adaptation of many of the Hitchcock's movies. Now in this movie, there's one actor who is playing the woman from the window, something like that. The name of the movie I'm missing this now. But what happened in this movie, that they took many of the Hitchcock's movies. They took Psycho, they took Rear Window, and some other movies also, and Vertigo also. No, the name of the movie is The Woman on the Window, something like that. So they took so many movies of Hitchcock and they built a screenplay. And there were also like Rosemary Babies, Rosemary Baby by Roman Polanski, which is one of my favorite film, and it's the favorite film of so many people, so many directors. I will come to one very interesting director, as I will tell you today. So what happened, that they took from so much from the Hitchcock's movies, but they missed one thing. They missed one thing, that the suspense and the revelation of that, when the suspense is revealed, that feeling the audience is used to get. Even you watch the black and white movies of Hitchcock, like The Man Who Knew Too Much, The Woman on the Train, I think that was the name of the movie. So if you watch any of the movie, I have a collection of Hitchcock's, I mean, original DVDs. I have around, I think, so many DVDs I have. I mean, so whatever DVDs at that time I used to see at the market, I bought them of Hitchcock's and of this Akira Kurosawa's. So if you look at that movie, those movies of Hitchcock, the main gist of the Hitchcock's movies were that in the end, they were thrillers and particularly about the crimes, and within that, Frenzy is such movie, particularly about the murders, and in the end you get a kind of shock. The shock was there in the Hitchcock's movie, but in this movie, which has been recently produced, and it is, I would say, this movie is not a Hitchcockian movie but a kind of tribute to the movie. So Hitchcock used such one act structure. Even the, I think, this movie of A Woman on the Train, and there is also this kind of one act is there. One act in the sense that story is not too much fragmented. It just builds upon, goes up, and then you get the feeling of shock. Now there was one more particular structure it was talked about the circular structure. Now not many films are made in a circular structure. Run Lola Run, I enjoyed that. If you want to watch, you can go and watch Run Lola Run, and which is very I would say very similar to the Rashomon structure. So Run Lola Run, you can go and watch that movie. I have also given, someone actually made a list of the films of in that video, and very, you can go and watch that. Kurosawa also worked on various structure, but these things didn't come to the mind of these people initially. These movies came, and then I tell you one example of what I am trying to say. You must have heard about the noir movies. Noir movies are like the black and white movies in which the hero, the actor, the protagonist, sometimes killed, or he is dark in the sense that I mean, he's not happy with his surroundings, and sometimes women become very strong. So when such movies came, the writers or the makers were not intended to make such movies, but it came from the French literature and the French journalists, the people into the literary world. They gave that name to the movies, like they are noir movies, Noir, noir movies. So you can go and you can also watch Citizen Kane, which is considered as one of the best American film in the last, till I was in film school, till for 50 years, like up to the 50 years, it was considered as best. Many Hindi movies were made on that. Like if we see the some movies by like Shyam Benegal and movies of Guru Dutt, they were inspired by Citizen Kane. Okay, so once what happens in circular structure, as I said, that action keeps coming, and but there is of course a central point. Now these things you will understand when you go and watch these movies. Fabulous structure is like small episodic structure, but they are related, and it is like the example he has given is about the Forrest Gump. So my advice is, don't think so much about the structures in terms of terminology, but yes, do go and watch, and then write. Writing is the part. Actually, you will come to that structure only when you are writing. When you are writing, you might feel it's not going straight. Why shouldn't I start the ending first and going to the back? So this might, and why you sometimes you might think, okay, I will start a story from the midpoint, then I will move to backward, and then I will go to forward to the ending. Or might be you think it is a midpoint, I will go to the backward first, then come to the ending. Or you will think, as I gave you example of three friends at the same time at various places. They were in a college together, they went to work outside, they are at, maybe might be they are at in different countries at the same time, but they get a thread call of similar nature but varied. So this time is same. So this is also a kind of structure you can make. Now coming to the another important thing which I wanted to tell you is about writing. Like how will you write script in a software? I decided I didn't want to do this exercise, but I think it's very important that some of you will learn this. See, when you are watching it, of course, you should carry away with the scene, but you have to understand this thing that you have to, you have to wait. Either you watch it again or you go and rethink about it. So I will come to this and then I will take more questions. So you can see on my screen, it is a blank screen. So this software which is my favorite and on which I write is this Final Draft, if you can see. So this is a Final Draft software, and how will you write on this? So this is a major thing I wanted to tell you. Now this is my script which is already going. So I will just show you this kind of structure. So see, yeah, can you
Hello.
see? Yeah, can you
Yes,
see?
hello.
Yeah.
Uh, so yeah, as a I would like to suggest that you can share it in through Google Meet also. I mean, not like
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Let's go with it. It won't take much time.
okay.
Yeah. So this is the kind of format which we use in the script. So this thing now, this is the INT stands for interior. Interior means if the action takes place inside a location in the four walls, outside is something which is outside the four walls, and this is House of Pirzada. Now this is the location where we will shoot this scene, and this is the timing of the scene, whether it is a daytime or evening time. So it is a daytime, it is interior. This means this is inside where the location is House of Pirzada and it is day. So and then we write the action, like Pirzada and Anushka are preparing for another sting. They are putting devices and testing new small cameras. So this is the action, and then we put here transition, which is cut to. Cut to means that this scene will cut to the next scene. So this doesn't mean that this whole scene will be cut. There might be various shots within this scene, but this scene will now we come to this location. There might be location change in the, not in the shooting at the time of shooting, but at the time of editing. So next scene is like interior, Ria's room at her parents' home, day. Ria is watching pics of Rajan in home and crying. This is the scene. Now what is the use of this software? That is more important. So I will tell you this thing. Now suppose, okay, this, so when I press enter, so you can see these elements, and these are the elements of script writing: scene heading, action, character, parenthetical, dialogue, transition, and shot. Now shot, I would say that don't include the shots unless until you are writing for your own. Now suppose I want to, first I will end this scene here, so I will write T. If I type T, the cursor will come here. So the cursor has come here. Now again if I enter, now what it is showing, it is again showing me element, but I don't want to give element, so I will press space bar. Sorry, I will enter and enter. Then I want, if I twice press tab, I will press 1, 2. So this cursor has come here, and here if I press tab, so these are the kinds of transitions which I can see. So it could be cut to, fade in, fade out, fade to, dissolve to, back to, match, cut to. So you can use any one, but better to use cut to. That is simple. Whether it will be a dissolve or match cut or whatever, that you can be consider, that is a director's decision taken at editing table and or at the time of shoot. So better you give it, but sometimes it's good that you give some. Please silent mute your, yeah. Yeah, do you want to ask anything?
Yeah,
I want to ask a question. When we are talking about this two and match two.
I will tell you. I will come to that. I will come to that. I will tell you later on. Yeah, let me finish this thing. Please just watch this. Yeah. So these are the various transitional phrases, cut to, fade in, fade out, fade to, dissolve to, back to, match cut to. Okay, suppose I want to add dissolve to, I will just press D and it will come automatically, and then I will enter and dissolve to will automatically come here, and then I come to here, which is automatically is a scene heading. If you see this scene heading, so this is the utility of this software, that it helps you fast formatting. Now this is something formatting which you can do without the software also, but if you are going for a professional work, then better to buy it. That I will come to later on. So now once I go after transition, it will come here and it will say scene heading. Now suppose I want to add another scene. Now this scene is not interior, it is outside. So I will type E and look what has come. E exterior has come, and then I press tab I press. So one space dot after dot, one space will come. Then suppose I want to write that home of joy. So home of joy will come here. Then I again press tab. So I will again press tab. So see, so many timings have come: day, night, afternoon, morning, evening, later, moments later. Suppose I want this scene to be in the night, so I will press N. So, and then after N, I will just press enter, and then this cursor already, which was there in the scene heading, so it has come down, and what it is showing? It is showing that it is on the action part. So automatically you can type like joy is going to market. Simple action, don't make it complicated. Then you want to, and he meets Laura, full stop. Now they start talking, then you press enter, the cursor will come here. It is also action. So action, but you want to type character name, so just press tab twice, once, not twice, once, just press it once. This, so it will come in the center, and the center is nothing else but character. So you give the name of the character. So when you are giving name, it will automatically come in caps, and so is the scene heading, and so is the shot. So you type joy hi, so another character, enter, you just enter, and then press tab once. Now write the other person's name, Laura. So it will automatically, Laura also says hi. Okay, now if you want to add some emotions or some actions, little bit, not big, but some emotions, so you can add, when you are on the joy, once you type the joy, add enter, it will come here. Then enter tab, so this parenthetical will come, and you will say like eagerly. So this is his emotion. Now if you want to add, what is the spelling of eagerly? So if you want to add Laura's action, she smiles. Now you can add her expression. So you say smiles. Okay. Then you want to add a shot, for example, like shot of them. Press enter, then again enter. Now type If you for a short you type just H for short. Now you can write a short like I will write camera dollies in. Dollies in means it moves in. That you can go to net and we will discuss that. When you read the other scripts you can read that, or you can write POV of Laura. So POV is point of view shot of Laura, but this you need not to add because this keep it to the director. So when you are writing a script only as a script writer, then you want to end this shot, again enter, then press tab twice, once, twice, sorry, the dialog will come, enter, then again enter, then T for transition. It will come on the right side of the screen. Then type, suppose I want to give fade out or fade in or fade to black, say fade to black. Again once I press enter, the cursor will come here. So this was something which you can go and practice. Now I will come to the other parts.
Script writing.
I mean, you don't write in any particular software. This is you want to say.
Yeah, what I want to ask is, we
Okay.
are talking about cut to. Is it like when you are cutting between two scenes sequentially? For example, a scene is happening at maybe Raja's house, then another scene is happening at Laura's house simultaneously. Is it when you are cutting between those two scenes that you use cut to?
Okay, I got it. How will you write when a action takes place at two places at the same time? Suppose I am talking to you.
Yes.
You are in UAE, I am in India. We are talking on phone, and we want to show cut to cut. See, yeah, I tell you, it depends. It depends. Some writers write each dialogue. Some writers write each dialogue for the scene, and some adds like I forgot to tell you one thing, but sometimes you give a note that this action will be intercut with the character who is talking. Suppose I am writing, okay, I am writing a scene that Nikhil is talking to Matthias. Nikhil is in India, Matthias in UAE. Matthias and they both are in their rooms and they are talking, and the talk is something very tense. So I might write it like one scene here, one cut to next scene there, and if somewhere you are suppose off screen, so just adjacent to my character's name, I will put, there is an option, I forgot to tell you that option. When you use the, so you write that off screen, OS, just write OS, off screen, that stands for off screen. And also you can also so you write the off screen, you write your dialogue, cut to my scene, interior, room of Nikhil, night, Nikhil becomes tense, then Nikhil, his dialogue, and then that dialogue of Matthias who is off screen. Then cut to room of interior, room of Matthias, night, Matthias become happy, and then the dialogue of Matthias, and then dialogue of Nikhil, but right off screen with Nikhil, and then in the transition you say cut to. Or you can write one line. You can give the two locations, give at least reference to the other location. You write first location, interior, room of Nikhil, night. Nikhil picks the phone and calls Matthias. Matthias picks the phone. Dialogue of Nikhil, hi Matthias. Cut to scene, interior, room of Matthias, night. Matthias is on phone. Dialogue, hi Nikhil, how are you man, how are you doing? Then you write a note that this scene will be intercut by the whole conversation, and it will be up to the editor how he or she cut to. Then you can start with your third scene. This is a easy way, and it will not capture unnecessary space on the screen. Suppose you write these dialogues, when they will come out as 3 minutes on the page, but in actuality they are just 1 minute on the screen. So better on the safer side. So write the dialogues, and when it's also when you are doing recording, so later on you decide, first just edit that, and then you decide at the time of editing that which sound I wanted to keep off screen and which sound I wanted to keep on screen. Sound means which character's sound who is on screen. Is it clear? Or I think I got your question.
Yeah, it is clear.
Okay. So,
Thank you.
okay. So one thing is, so I tell you one thing. I have invited my friends and my colleagues from the films, and some are coming, and one person who has agreed to come so far is Bodhaditya Banerjee. He will come. He is editor of Amitabh Bachchan's movie Pink and Ajay Devgan's movie Raid. And it's interesting. Actually, he was my classmate. We were friends. And if you go to his IMDb page, I was surprised to see that how much work he has done. I mean, there are 39 titles in a very short period of time, and I think he has received some. I mean, I don't know which exact like awards, but he has been awarded with, I think, Filmfare Award or some screen award, and he was a very serious student, and very pleasing personality he was. And once I asked him, he didn't say anything and just say, yeah, of course I will come. I will come day after tomorrow. So he might be coming if he's having time, and other people will also come for the classes to give their references. Some are busy, and actually this is a tough time, going on. Some are busy. Actually, some people are already working, and when they are working, they have their engagement with that organization, so they can't come. So suppose somebody is already teaching, so the organization doesn't allow them to come, and some people are coping with this COVID, and their relatives are not well, and so but people will come gradually. Some are not well actually, but anyway, that's one thing. But the good news is that Bodha is coming, and many other people. I call him Bodha Ditya Banerjee. So you can go to the IMDb and check out his work, and he will share his experience as an editor. So as I have said that editing is very important, so that's why I called him. I will also call cinematographers and sound recordists to the class. And now let's come to our class. So this brief explanation of this software I gave. Anyone is having any question, so please ask me. Yeah.
How do I know I have finished the script?
How do?
I know that I have finished the script writing.
Have you gone through my previous videos? Have you seen my previous videos? No, please go and watch them. I have already told. In brief, I would say, see, the script is having a particular timing. I am writing a story, and the script is a 120 pages. I showed you one example of a writing. If you write in this pattern on a final draft and you completed 120 minutes, generally movies from Indian standard, it's between 120 minutes, 140, 120 minutes, like that. If you're writing for America, it depends upon the type of story and the type of production you are carrying. Any other thing anyone wants to ask? Yes, Ranjit. Yes, Ranjit, I can hear you. Tell me. Carry on.
Sir, how can we assume the minute length of the book? Like
One page of final draft. Yeah, I'm telling you. One page of final draft equals to 1 minute. Take it as a 99% accurate thumb rule.
And what is the font size of it? Is it
Font size can be 12, and it is in A4 size.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Pardon?
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Any other question someone wants to ask? Font matters. Yeah, Courier Draft is a widely used font. I never write script in any other font. Courier Draft is the only font I use and widely used. I mean, this is a widely accepted in the field, like Courier Draft, Final Draft. I think that is the font. Courier Final Draft. Final Draft are having their own Courier font. Yeah, font matters commercially, but people have worked with written scripts also. But now everything is like on computer and on computers. When it comes to computers, then earlier there were dialogues written in India. For Hindi movies, dialogues were written in Urdu. Most of the, if you go to old archives, they are script archives, then it is written in Urdu, in hands, but through like by hands. But now, yeah, difference between tagline and logline. No difference. Same thing. Logline, tagline, outline. I think outline, not outline. Logline, tagline, one-liner. Same thing. It shows that it should show the strength of an idea. It should give an overview of the idea into the short time. Like, see, actually, the you should mention as something interesting about that idea. Like I talked about the movie Titanic. Now you think about the Titanic, that what could be the idea? What could be the logline about the idea? The world's biggest miracle, or you can say the world's biggest ship, drowns, and only two people survived. I mean, one person. I mean, something you create something like interesting for that. I have opened my actually computer also. I can say something like that. You can go to website and you can read. There are some very interesting synopsises, like log lines which are given. When you watch something, I tell you, when you watch something, suppose I am watching a movie on Netflix. So you go to the information part of that movie. Then you can easily read the log line over there of that particular season, that particular episode, or that particular movie. Read that, make a habit whenever you are watching. Like earlier DVDs used to come and there were some very short synopsis or log line of those things on the DVDs. So it is a catchy line, but catchy line comes only with a uh, catchy idea. But as I said, just idea doesn't matter. It should be a good script, and it should be. Now I will come to another important aspect, and which is a very useful aspect. If you find the old DVDs, and if you have seen the old DVDs, like in after 2000, they started DVDs with a commentary in the background. So if you could get those DVDs, you can also find the commentary of many writers or producers, particularly producers and directors. So there is an option in the old DVDs to go and listen those. If you once you watch the movie, then you can go and watch the movie again with those commentaries, where the directors and producers also give important information. One thing, another thing which is also a technical aspect. Nowadays, the movies which you watch on Netflix, or which you watch on Hotstar, or so they also come with an option that audio with description. So when you switch on this option of description, then you will find that whole movie is described, and it is for deaf people, but it is a very useful tool to understand how to write an action and the words which are used, because those commentaries of description comes right from the script. So when you watch, but first don't watch no, it is description, sorry, it is description, yeah, right, not for description, yeah, it is for blind, not for deaf people, it's for blind people. So you can use that and you can learn how to write how to write an action. That is an important part. Like, and those of you who have attended today or like very new to the class, please go and watch the old videos, previous videos. Yeah, Saurabh, you want to say something?
Yeah, but literally are going good. So I was just, I was busy in the evening today.
Okay.
But I heard what you're saying. So you're going good. Just carry on.
Thanks, man. Thanks. So, any other question someone wants to ask? Okay. So, one thing I would like to add, one important aspect, there are some female writers here. Aparna and Mansi are there. So, you just go and watch the movies of, it doesn't mean that women should be make women like movies, but you watch the movies of female writers and directors and try to find out that what is there when a woman writes a movie. Is it, I mean, do they really work on the structure? Because what I have found, they rarely work on the structures, and that is where they are lacking. But I like the movies of Francis Ford Coppola's daughter. I think her name is Sofia Coppola, and a very interesting movie she made. And the name of the movie is mm, Lost in Translation. Lost in Translation. It is based in Japan. So you can go and watch Lost in Translation. It is a very good movie. And also watch, I like the movies of Meera Nair. I mean, to Meera Nair, to me, is not someone who is, I would consider as a female director only. I mean, the movies she has made has much bolder themes, and she had guts to make movies. Gurinder Chadda is another my favorite director, female director. And first movie I saw was on Star TV. I think it was in 1994 or 95. The name of the movie was Bhaji on the Beach. And I mean, when I saw that movie first time, it was based on Indians in UK, and I mean, she was breaking all the stereotypes, and she was revealing so much about the inner fears of Indian society abroad. I mean, then we saw Monsoon Wedding. I think no, not Monsoon Wedding was by Meera Nair. Meera Nair also made Kam Sutra and Water. I think she made. And Gurinder Chadda is a fabulous director. I think she also made football, Hai Shai, something like that. Bandit like Beckham, where Indian character playing, a female character playing football. So when you are, see, that is what I told also, and this is what I want to tell you everyone, that all of you, when you are a writer, you are not just writer. To you people are actually, you got some talent in you, and the talent of the writer is not to write something, but to think something. So when you are writing, also think about something, trying to give something to the society, and to become the voice of voiceless also, and to give the beautiful fantasies to the people who are tired of their daily lives. I mean, I have a relative, and she works a lot. She's very hardworking. She starts her work 9 in the morning or sometimes 10 in the morning, and she comes back at 10 or 9 in the night. And she's a single woman, and she's in 40s. And the kind of hard work she does. So whenever she comes to our home, I I shows her some beautiful movies like Frozen or some good fantasy movies, so that could bring. And she watched movies of Studio Ghibli by Japan. They are very good animation movies by Studio Ghibli of Japan, and they were made in 90s. I mean, if you watch those movies, the animation work in those movies is, they were into animation, 2D animation, but the work, I have never seen such work in 3D animation. And apart from that, coming to our part, that the themes of the movies of Studio Ghibli, because one thing that we are not much aware of the Japanese culture, but the themes are so beautiful theme and very different. Now here also comes, and Gopi was very much interested in knowing about the structures. These structures have some kind of hero's journey or 3 act structure, but the within that structure they have made some very beautiful movies. So you go to Netflix, Studio Ghibli movies. They have animation movies. And there are some for children also. Some are for adults also. But I request you, all of you, to watch the kind of fantasy world they give. And when you watch those movies, you will find that many American movies are based on them. Actually, so this thing you keep in mind. And now I have already said that start doing research work and start doing writing work. So write your, and those who are new in the class, please go to my previous channels. Come tomorrow, you can ask me, but first you watch that and start writing, because start writing is important. Tomorrow I will again start from idea to a story, which I conducted in the first class. So if any one of you who have already joined need not to come, or come, might be there might be some surprise for you, or it is a good exercise to get together and give 1 hour of your life. And about this software which is I just showed, it is a final draft software. It is of around $200. I asked them to give some concession to the students whom I am teaching. Let's see whether they could give some concession. But if you invest in such thing, and if you are really serious about this thing, so maybe you can invest. But before that investment, you try to write at least 5 synopsises. As I said, first 1 line, 3 line log line, then 2-page synopsis, then 5-page synopsis. First write that, and then think of buying that. So tomorrow I might read one of the treatment of my story, and let us see you tomorrow. If anyone is having any question, please ask. Pardon?
Can I make a film in my own imagination?
Of course, you should make your own imagination, but before you make your own imagination, you must watch what's going on. You must watch what has been done. If you watch Gladiator, then you also watch Ben-Hur. If you are watching Godzilla, you also watch Jurassic Park. If you are watching some courtroom dramas, you go and watch previous movies. If you are watching any new horror movie, then you should also go and watch what happened in. Okay, one interesting thing. So you also watch, and you also go through the new work, old work also, classic work also, which is very famous. Go and search on internet. Like if you want to do something into drama, then go. What were the best drama movies in 60s? What were the best drama movies in 70s? And watch those first. Watch those films before you writing. First, watch a lot. Spend hours in watching. Then you come out. And now today I want to introduce one director, and he is a young director. He has made only 2 films, and I wanted to introduce him to you. And the 2 movies which he made are like Get Out and Us. Us is US. And yesterday, actually, why it came to my mind yesterday when I talked about creating villain in a story, I talked a lot about Jordan Peele. Siddharth has given me name. I talked about the psychology aspect, socio-cultural aspect of writing. Now this director, the first movie of this director, he's a black American, and I watched with my wife his first movie, Get Out, and that movie was so fabulous, so fabulous. But there are so many layers of socio-political culture into that movie. I mean, what he made, I mean, we knew that anywhere in the world, not only in America, anywhere in the world, the prime ministers or presidents, they are just puppets of the big organizations. And so was our dear Obama, and he was projected as first black American president, but in actuality, he was part of that society and how they were controlling him. So that's there. But what he did, I mean, this director, actually, he is too much into making funny pranks and scary pranks. Like, but in this movie, he did. I mean, he has taken so much from the history of America and the history of suppression, and then changed it into. I mean, he revealed something like that. And this movie has become so much popular. And then when his second movie came, which is also there on Netflix, Us. Us is something like it's you just go and watch, and also read whatever you could get about these movies, because as I said, socio-cultural aspect, historical aspects, psychology of the people is very important for writing. So just go and watch, and I think within two movies he has done such a beautiful work. So please go and watch those movies. And I am finishing my class here. Thank you very much, everyone, to come here. Thank you, Matthias. You are yawning. I hope it's not the time to sleep now. So, okay, yeah.
Sorry, I want to ask this question before we go. Uh, the question is this. When introducing a character the first time,
When?
maybe let's say when introducing a character the first time, let's say the protagonist,
Okay. I have to
main character
see. I have to finish my class because the time limit is there. So you just type that question to me on WhatsApp. I will answer it tomorrow if it's something like that. Okay.
Okay, no
Okay.
problem.
Bye. Good night. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Have a
Thank
nice
you
day.
so much for sleep. Okay, thank you so much.
Bye.
Thank you, sir. Good night.